Ch5 Normalization in Database Management System. 1. In the underscore normal form, a composite attribute is converted to individual attributes. First. 2. A table on the many side of a one-to-many or many-to-many relationship must have a composite key. 3. Tables in second normal form, 2NF. Eliminate all hidden dependencies. 4. Which one of the following statements about normal forms is false? Lossless dependency, preserving decomposition into BCNF is always possible. 5. Functional dependencies are the types of constraints that are based on underscore key. 6. Which is a bottom-up approach to database design that designed by examining the relationship between attributes? Normalization. 7. Which form simplifies and ensures that there are minimal data aggregates and repetitive groups? 3NF. 8. Which forms has a relation that possesses data about an individual entity? 4NF. 9. Which forms are based on the concept of functional dependency? 3NF. 10. EMP1, EMP code, name, street, city, state, PIN code. For any PIN code, there is only one city and state. Also, for given street, city, and state, there is just one PIN code. In normalization terms, EMP1 is a relation in 2NF and hence also in 1NF. 11. We can use the following 3 rules to find logically implied functional dependencies. This collection of rules is called Armstrong's axioms. 12. Which of the following is not Armstrong's axiom? Pseudo-transitivity rule. 13. The relation employee, ID name street credit street city salary, is decomposed into employee 1, ID, name. Employee 2, name, street, city, salary. This type of decomposition is called A. Lossless decomposition. B. Lossless join decomposition. C. All of the mentioned. D. None of the mentioned. Answer: none of the mentioned. 14. INST underscore department, ID, name, salary, department name, building, budget, is decomposed into instructor, ID, name, department name, salary. Department, department name, building, budget. This comes under? Answer: both lossy and lossy join decomposition. 15. There are 2 functional dependencies with the same set of attributes on the left side of the arrow. A-BC. A-B. This can be combined as. Answer: A-BC. 16. Consider a relation R, ABCDE, with the following functional dependencies. ABC- and D-ab. The number of superkeys of R is 10. 17. Suppose we wish to find the IDs of the employees that are managed by people who are managed by the employee with ID 123. Here are 2 possible queries. I.select EE.EMPID. From EMPS EE, EMPS FF. Where EE.MGRID equals FFEMPID and FFMGRID equals 123. 2. Select EMPID. From EMPS. Where MGRID in. Select EMPID from EMPS where MGRID equals 123. Which, if any, of the 2 queries above will correctly, in sequel 2, get the desired set of employee IDs? Answer: both I and 2. 18. Suppose relation R, AB, currently has tuples, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 4, and relation S, BC, currently has 2, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8. Then the number of tuples in the result of the sequel query. I select asterisk. From R natural outer join S/IIS, answer 2. 19. Suppose now that R, AB, and S, AB, are 2 relations with R and S tuples, respectively, again, not necessarily distinct. If M is the number of, not necessarily distinct, tuples in the result of the sequel query. R intersect S. Then which of the following is the most restrictive, correct condition on the value of m? Answer 0 equals m equals min, rs. 20. Suppose relation R, A B C D E, has the following functional dependencies. A-B, B-C, B-C-A, A-D, E-A, D-E. Which of the following is not a key? Answer B, C. 21. A relation is in underscore if an attribute of a composite key is dependent on an attribute of other composite key. 3 NF. 22. What are the desirable properties of a decomposition? Dependency preservation. 23. R, A B C D, is a relation. Which of the following does not have a lossless join dependency preserving BCNF decomposition? A-BCD. 24. Class, course ID, title, department name, credits, SEC ID, semester, year, building, room number, capacity, time slot ID. The set of functional dependencies that we require to hold on class are: course ID-title, department name, credits, building, room number-capacity, course ID, SEC ID, semester, year-building, room number, time slot ID. A candidate key for the schema is course ID, SEC ID, semester, year. Consider the above conditions. Which of the following relation holds? Course ID-title, department name, credits. 25. The algorithm that takes a set of dependencies and adds one schema at a time, instead of decomposing the initial schema repeatedly is 3 NF synthesis algorithm. 26. The functional dependency can be tested easily on the materialized view, using the constraints underscore, both null and unique. 27. Which normal form is considered adequate for normal relational database design? 3 NF. 28. Relation R with an associated set of functional dependencies, F, is decomposed into BCNF. The redundancy, arising out of functional dependencies, in the resulting set of relations is more than 0 but less than that of an equivalent 3 NF decomposition. 29. A table has fields F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5, with the following functional dependencies: F1-F3, F2-F4, F1-F2-F5. In terms of normalization, this table is in 1 NF. 30. Let R, A B C D E P G, be a relational schema in which the following FDS are known to hold: UB-CD, D-P, C-E, P-C, B-G. The relation schema R is not in 2 NF. 31. The normal form which satisfies multivalued dependencies and which is in BCNF is 4 NF. 32. Which of the following is a tuple generating dependencies? Multivalued dependencies. 33. The main task carried out in the underscore is to remove repeating attributes to separate tables. First normal form. 34. Which of the normal form is based on multivalued dependencies? Fourth. 35. Which forms has a relation that possesses data about an individual entity? 4 NF. 36. If a multivalued dependency holds and is not implied by the corresponding functional dependency, it usually arises from one of the following sources: both a many-to-many relationship set and a multivalued attribute of an entity set. 37. Which of the following has each related entity set has its own schema and there is an additional schema for the relationship set? A many-to-many relationship set. 38. In which of the following, a separate schema is created consisting of that attribute and the primary key of the entity set? A multivalued attribute of an entity set. 39. Fifth normal form is concerned with join dependency. 40. In 2 NF? No partial FDS exist. 41 underscore can help us detect poor ER design? Functional dependencies. 42. If a multivalued dependency holds and is not implied by the corresponding functional dependency, it usually arises from one of the following sources. Both a many-to-many relationship set and a multivalued attribute of an entity set. 43. Which of the following has each related entity set has its own schema and there is an additional schema for the relationship set? A many-to-many relationship set. 44. In which of the following, a separate schema is created consisting of that attribute and the primary key of the entity set? A multivalued attribute of an entity set. 45. Suppose the user finds the usage of room number and phone number in a relational schema. There is confusion. This is reduced by unique role assumption. 46. What is the best way to represent the attributes in a large database? Concatenation. 47. Designers use which of the following to tune the performance of systems to support time-critical operations? Denormalization. 48. In the schema, department name, size, we have relations total inst 2007, total inst 2008. Which dependency have lead to this relation? Department name, year-size. 49. Relation department year, department name, total inst 2007, total inst 2008, total inst 2009. Here the only functional dependencies are from department name to the other attributes. This relation is in BCNF. 50. Thus of course data gives the values of all attributes, such as title and department, of all courses at a particular point in time. Snapshot. 51. Representations such as the in the department year relation, with one column for each value of an attribute, are called _. They are widely used in spreadsheets and reports and in data analysis tools. Crosstabs. 52. An approach to website design with the emphasis on converting visitors to outcomes required by the owner is referred to as persuasion. 53. A method of modeling and describing user tasks for an interactive application is referred to as use case. 54. Information architecture influences site structure. 55. Also known as schematics, a way of illustrating the layout of an individual web page is a wireframe. 56. A graphical or text depiction of the relationship between different groups of content on a website is referred to as a sitemap. 57. Blueprints are intended to indicate the structure of a site during site design and as a user feature. 58. Storyboards are intended to prototype typical customer journeys or click streams through a website. 59. Which of the following occupies boot record of hard and floppy disks and activated during computer startup? Boot sector virus. 60. A graphical or text depiction of the relationship between different groups of content on a website is a sitemap. 61. Which of the following is a description of information organization schemes? The menu options chosen to group and categorize information.